Hello, this is Mill Creek Family Farms AKC Champion line Cockapoos with a noisy air conditioner in the background. Oh, perfect. There it goes off. Okay, this is Hazel and John Wayne's litter. They are 3.5 weeks old and they are doing great. This is their video debut here. Wanted to let everybody have a look at everybody, but especially here the boy families are just starting to pick puppies. The girls right here, I'll get them while they're together, purple and pink. Their families already know who's getting who and already have them named actually. So purple there, the Merle female, her name is Angel. And then the black female right here, and she just has a little bit of white on her chest and on her chin. Her name is Vienna. So there's the two girls right there next to each other. And then we have the biggest male here underneath right here. Oh no, I've got it mixed up. That's not the biggest one. This is the firstborn out of the litter. And his collar color, we just started putting collars on him to distinguish for videos and stuff. They're easy to tell apart in person, but for video viewing, that is the firstborn male. His color is blue. He is slightly smaller and slightly darker than the other buff male in the litter. And you can see, let me see if I can get to where you can see well. He has kind of a white blaze up his face. Oh, he's hiding there tucked under Vienna. Here, move, sissy. And the light from the window might mess that up, but there you can see his kind of has a white blaze there. So that's one boy. And then next is Yellow here, who is a black male who has a good amount of white on his chest and neck and chin there. And then the next boy is over here, Mr. Gray. And he has a white dot on his head, a little white spot. And he is the largest puppy in the litter, so obviously the largest male. Size-wise it goes gray, and then yellow, and then blue. And then the last male here is the Merle male, and his color is white. And they're all doing really good. And then we'll real quick for Angel and Vienna's family. I didn't really focus on them for a second. This is a bone here. That's one of our kneecap bones that we really recommend getting real bones. You can find those in our store. We really recommend those. If you're going to give them something to chew on, you know, give them something real. So anyway, the boys and the girls, everybody's doing good. Growing fast. Everybody's eyes are open, everybody's moving around. Like I said, we're just starting selection among the 4 boy families. Kind of trying to know any outstanding characteristics, personality traits. Really, those don't totally come out here. We can usually tell you who's the most outgoing and who's the most laid back, and kind of if puppies tend one way or another. But you know, even puppies on the extremes of that in the past have ended up just being exactly what their families need. So kind of the perk of making sure everybody, you know, if you're getting a 4, 5, 6 month old puppy, that comes into play a little more. But when you're getting them right exactly at 8 weeks old, they really are a versatile and good breed that just, they know how to play and they know how to calm down. So we really find that they end up being just exactly what their family needs. So but among the boys, that said, we tend to find that the Merle male, white, and then gray over here, which happen to be right here next to each other, are probably the two within the boys that tend towards the most adventurous. I don't know what to say. More when something new is around, they're the first ones to go check it out. Where blue and yellow tend a little more to, I guess, more towards the laid back side of things. It's hard in video. I try to catch times when they're active and when they're doing something, but you know, sometimes you just catch somebody tired or somebody more awake. But anyway, that is the general observation so far. And you see that as I say that, those two are the ones that are over there looking around by themselves while the other four stayed here close. So, you can see everybody's doing good, walking around. Everybody's plump and healthy and growing. Everybody's doing a really good job using their litter box. Just in the time I was getting ready to do the video and putting everybody's little collars on, 4 of them went in and used the litter box just in that time. They are doing an excellent job, and we've had really good luck litter training our puppies, and then hear really good things once they head home about how that translates to an easier time training at home. We have several families tell us they've never had an accident in a crate, and a couple families even said they never had an accident in the house. And it is the litter training just does a great job for that, and we'll make sure and get you the supplies for that are on our store. And for our families we're working with here, we'll tell you all the details on how we set that up about week 5, so that if you choose to set that up and leave it as an option in your home, you definitely have that ready to make it the easiest transition that it can be. Obviously, they're still babies when they're heading home, and they'll have to get used to the way you have things at your house, and that can be a tough transition, but we do everything we can to make it as easy as possible. So, we'll tell you all about that. What else? They're doing good. I can't think of anything else that's new this week since I've emailed you. They're just doing a great job playing. Started introducing more toys this week. The 3-week mark to the 4-week mark, they just changed so much. Really from about 2.5 when they open their eyes till about 4 is a huge change. They're really getting their feet under them and starting to explore and figure out the world a little bit. Where are you going, Angel? All of them are definitely showing interest in being around people. Oh look, he's actually trying the bone. Being around people. All of our puppies so far have been very people oriented. The breed as a whole is. And then here at our home, they've got us and then our 5 little kids playing with them all the time. So they're definitely used to people. Will you get up and move around for us, Punky Boy? Huh? You're just gonna take a nap the whole time, huh? Get up and get going. Like I said, him and then Blue over here tend to be the more just laid back. As far as coats, sometimes people ask us about differences in coats. If you read on our website, I kind of explain this in depth, but we don't really have variation in coats. And F1 in general, which is all we do, is F1s, pure Poodle Dad to pure Cocker Mom. And those can be switched and still be F1. But anyway, purebred parents of their AKC parent breeds is the most reliable cross that you can find for coat texture, for personality, for looks in general. The most reliable cross Anything besides the F1, even if you breed Cockapoo to Cockapoo, you are not necessarily getting a 50-50 genetic cross. Because once you go that way, they can pull, each puppy can pull more from one way or the other. That is where you start getting your straighter type coats, or your kinky curly poodle coats would be the F2, F3 multi-gen crosses, which are Cockapoo to Cockapoo, but still are not necessarily 50 Cocker, 50 Poodle. Or your F1Bs, F1BBs, all that is a breed back, which makes them not 50-50 at all. In fact, when you're getting into the F1B, you're going to be 75 of one breed, usually the Poodle, and 25 of the other. And the F1BBs take it all the way down. Ooh, got to do the math quickly off the top of my head. It's, what would it be? 87% Poodle? 87.5% Poodle is usually what an F1BB is. So you're not really getting the benefits of the other dog in the cross. So anyway, all that to say, we do and recommend the F1s, and obviously the people going with us are preferring the F1s, but that was my long story on how we don't have much variation in coat. And you can see the curls coming in. You can see they're getting wavy. And an F1 Cockapoo, and what the Cockapoo is supposed to be, is a loose curl. Wavy to a loose curl. It's not supposed to be ringlet curls, and it's not supposed to be straight. That would be taking more from the Cocker or more from the Poodle in a different generation. So ours are going to be the low to non-shedding, generally considered to be hypoallergenic, loose curl is what their coats are. So anyway, they're starting to make a lot of noise. They'll go back and eat with Mama. I always feel like I just ramble, but hopefully you got something out of that. And for the boy families, we're going to jump into picking. This is kind of the first steps, is starting to see them on video, starting to look at them, see what they do, see how they act a little bit. And then we're always happy to get you extra pictures, extra comparisons between the two. If you want weights, if you want anything like that, to help you make your selection. But they should all be a very wonderful cross with lots of champions in their pedigree in the 6 generations leading up to their parents. These are very high quality dogs. These are not a mutt. These are a very purposeful hybrid. An F1 cross of carefully chosen parents, and they should make you an excellent, excellent long companion. So there they are. Again, there's the 2 girls, Vienna and Angel. So boy families, you're looking, there's Blue. He's been number 1 in the pictures. This last week's pictures, he was labeled 1 Blue. He's slightly darker in color, slightly, and has the blaze on his face. And then here's Yellow underneath here. He's the black with the white on his chin, chest, and neck. There he is. And then on the bottom of all 4 paws too, he's got white. And then you've got Gray here, who's slightly lighter in color than Blue. He has a white spot on his head, and he is the biggest boy. Well, the biggest pup in the litter. And then you have White here, the Merle male. And there he is. He's got a pretty cool mark on his chest too, white. Here, buddy, let me see ya. He's got kind of split half and half down the middle there. So there they are. There they are. So, okay. We'll move forward with that. Let us know if you have any questions, and I'll fill you each in as it comes your turn to select. And we'll work through with you one at a time on your pick for the boys. And we'll try and get you more video. Our internet's slow at uploading, but That's not a big deal. So, okay. Mill Creek Family Farms AKC Champion line Cockapoos with John Wayne and Hazel's litter at 3.5 weeks old. We'll see you soon.